bomb specialised? Chinese or Indian?
Chinese.
Correct. John, in sport, for which country has Monica Seles played Federation Cup tennis?
United States?
Correct. Ian, in nature, royal jelly is collected from the hives of which insect?
Bees.
Correct.
Bank.
Leslie, in Shakespeare, Hamlet holds the skull of which character in the graveyard?
His father.
No, correct answer is Yorick. Doreen, in the UK, which specific telephone service has the number 155?
Hull.
International operator. John, which health professional is most likely to make use of an intraoral camera?
Dentist.
Correct. Ian, in the animal kingdom, the Andean condor is native to which continent?
South America.
Correct. Leslie, in 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay became the first people to reach the summit of which mountain?
Everest.
Correct. Doreen, in pop music, which song by Elton John begins with the lyrics Goodbye Norma Jean?
No, don't know.
No, Candle in the Wind. John, in children's literature, a collection of fairy tales by Charles Perrault appeared in the English with the title Tales from Mother Who?
Sorry, Tales from...
Appeared in English with the title Tales from Mother Who?
Oh, don't know.
Goose. Ian, which part of the body would a person wear in a quiff?
Hair.
Correct. Leslie, in TV, Bill Owen played Compo in the British sitcom Last of the Summer what?
Wine.
Correct. Doreen, which French word is a term for a high street shop that specialises in the selling of cakes?
Patisserie.
Patisserie is the correct answer, Doreen, but you were out of time. And in that round, you put in the kitty £1,500. Who, sadly, is more panto than pinter? Who is not coping with this situation? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
Ian answered all of his questions correctly, making him the strongest link. Statistically, the weakest link is Doreen. But will the votes follow the facts?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Doreen. John.
Doreen. John.
Interesting, team. We have a tie. Doreen and John, 2 votes each. John, why have you voted for Doreen?
I just thought it was her turn, really.
Doreen? Why John?
It seemed to change. But I want to vote fairly.
And why do you think that's a fair vote?
God, I couldn't vote for myself.
When the vote's tied, the strongest link has to cast the deciding vote. And the strongest link in the last round was Ian. Why did you vote for John?
I was trying to reverse the natural injustice of a couple of rounds ago when he should have gone.
Oh. Now you have an opportunity to decide. Who would you like to get rid of?
Doreen.
Oh, how mean. Why have you changed your mind?
Because Doreen did get most wrong in that round.
Doreen, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I wasn't surprised I was voted off. I gave a terrible answer with the question of the telephone exchange. It was mad, wasn't it?
Round 7, so far, out of a possible £30,000, you have banked 13,250. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Ian. Let's play the weakest link. Stop. Ian, in TV, what's the name for the box enclosing a reel of magnetic tape on which programs are recorded and played in a VCR?
Cassette.
Correct. Leslie, in literature, Peter Wright, the author of Spycatcher, was a former consultant to the director of which British intelligence service?
MI5.
Correct. John, which 1979 Monty Python film features the... The question is, who is least likely to help you raise that bank balance? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
With the most correct answers, Ian remains the strongest link. The weakest link is Leslie. But who will lose out in the final vote?
voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Leslie.
Leslie.
John.
Ian. Why Leslie?
This is an appalling moment, and I couldn't remember I couldn't vote for myself, which of the other two had got most wrong, and I plumped for Leslie. Purely that.
John. Why Leslie?
I've never liked Leslie. From the word-go, the first time I ever met her, we did a voiceover together a long time ago. I didn't like her then. I certainly don't like her now.
Okay. Statistically, Leslie, you were the worst player. So what can I say? Except it's time to fly off. You are the weakest link. Bye.
I think Ian's a bit of tactical voting there. He's voted me a couple of times now. I think Ian was quite pleased to get rid of me. I sensed that little bit of vote the lady off.
Round 8. You have £13,750 in the bank. You could have had 35,000 by now. Just the two Einsteins left, John and Ian. And in this round, there are 90 seconds, but whatever you win will be trebled and added to your total to make up your final prize money. So £15,000 is at stake. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Ian. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Ian, a bicentennial celebration occurs after how many years?
200.
Correct, John. In literature, the autobiography of which sportsman is entitled Sir Vivian?
The title what?
Sir Vivian.
Viv Richards.
Correct. Ian, in English history, in which century was the Jacobean period?
The 18th century.
17th. John, in sport, the winner of which major golf tournament is presented with a green jacket by the winner from the previous year?
The American Open.
No, US Masters. Ian, in trade unionism, the representative responsible for negotiating with the employers on behalf of other members is known as a shop what?
Steward.
Correct, John. In literature, the classic story of a journey through hell, purgatory and heaven by Dante Alighieri is called the Divine what?
Conception.
Comedy. Ian, in film, Cameron Diaz and John Cusack starred in the 1999 comedy Being John who?
Cusack.
No, Malkovich. John, what is the name of the type of daily record that features in the title of books by Samuel Pepys, Anne Frank and Tony Benn?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
What is the name of the type of daily record that features in the title of books by Samuel Pepys, Anne Frank and Tony Benn?
Don't know.
Diary. Ian, in history, which invaders brought the feudal system to England in the 11th century?
The Normans.
Correct, John. Which
Bank.
TV documentary series took its name from the Latin phrase meaning that was... Time's up, I cannot complete the question. Between you in that round, you won just £100. To help, we'll treble it and add it to the winnings from the previous rounds. That means prize money tonight of £14,050. But of course, only one of you can take that money away. You will be playing against each other head to head. I'll ask alternate questions, best of 5. Whoever answers the most correctly wins. It's as simple as that. If there's a tie after 5 questions, we'll go for sudden death until we have a winner. So John and Ian, for £14,050. Let's play the weakest link. Ian, stupid boy, as the strongest link in the last round, you have the choice of who goes first.
I'll let John go first.
John, in language, the adjective Teutonic can be used to describe people native to which modern-day European country?
Germany.
That is the correct answer. Ian, in autumn 2001, a 3-part painting featuring Blair, Haig and Kennedy was unveiled to mark which event that took place in June 2001?
The general election.
That is the correct answer. John, in UK education, which type of school was legislated for in 1974 to cater for pupils of all abilities?
Comprehensive.
That is the correct answer. Ian, in TV, which series set in the White House was named Outstanding Drama Series at the 2001 Emmy Awards?
West Wing.
That is the correct answer. John, which song sung by Frank Sinatra begins with the lyrics, "And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain"?
My way. Sang on television.
You didn't have to sing it, but that
Sorry.
is the correct answer. Ian, in food, which Chinese delicacy is made from the structure in which the oriental swiftlet lays its eggs?
Bird's nest soup.
That is the correct answer. So at the moment, John and Ian, you are level pegging. John, in history, Henry VIII met the king of which country at the Field of the Cloth of Gold in 1520?
France.
That is the correct answer. Ian, in UK geography, the seaside town of Southport overlooks which body of water?
The Irish Sea.
That is the correct answer. John, which Victorian cookery writer had her articles published as a book of household management?
Mrs. Beaton.
That is the correct answer. Ian, you have to answer this question correctly, or else John has won. In finance, apart from the name of the payee, the amount in figures and words and the signature of the drawer, what must be written on a cheque before it can be cashed?
The date.
That is the correct answer. After 5 questions each, your scores are tied. So, John and Ian, let's play sudden death. John, in the 1976 Summer Olympics, Princess Anne competed for Britain as a member of which multi-discipline equestrian team?
I don't know. Dressage.
No, the correct answer is 3-day event. Ian, if you answer this question correctly, you have won. So for £14,050. In the 1931 film Frankenstein, which actor played the monster?
Boris Karloff.
That is the correct answer. That means, Ian, you are tonight's strongest link, and you go away with £14,050. What are you going to do with the money?
I'd like to put it to the Fund for Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge.
John, you leave with nothing. Join us again for the weakest link. Goodbye.
I feel quite drained. It really was one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever done in my life, I think.
That woman, Anne Robertson, makes Marlene look like Little Bo Peep.
I'm not such a stupid boy, am I, Mr. Menrine?